Hey Stephanie, it's Duncan here. Thank you again for being a part of this. It's crazy to think that I started making this just on my own, just because of my own interest between Star Wars and Captain Marvel, and then people like you saw it on TikTok and allowed me to make something really cool like this. So I just wanted to go over how everything works on this so that you know how to use it. First of all, I'll be including this drawing kind of blueprints. I thought that was really cool. So to start, we have a couple of switches here. The switch at the bottom here is to turn on the power. So this actually gives power to the whole system. So you'll see right now it's off. So if I try to ignite the blade, nothing happens, but give that a click. Now it should have power and you have ignition. So what that does is that's going to save the battery. So always remember to just check that that's off, and that's going to keep your battery saved. Everything is permanently adhered right now, so you're not going to be able to unscrew anything except for the little speaker cap at the bottom here. So if you needed to get to the speaker for any reason, this could be unscrewed. And then the only other removable part is on the back here, this panel. And I'll be including this tool and some extra screws and everything, but essentially once you loosen up these screws enough, the panel will pop out because of the wires. And sometimes the screw will just come right up with the wrench. And the only reason that you would ever need to get back here is for maybe later down the road when I send you new code to like give you new colors and everything like that. Make sure everything's unscrewed here. That one's not out yet. Okay, there we go. So then that just pops out. Just be careful the screws don't fly out. I included some extra just in case, but so then you kind of have a mess of wires here, but the important part is at the very bottom, there's a little plug-in for this cord, and this is what you'll use when I send you new code. This is how you'll connect this to your computer, and you'll be able to add the new code to it. This is also how you charge the battery. So the battery's rechargeable. However, it takes 44 hours to completely recharge the battery. So maybe you just charge it every once in a while. However, you shouldn't really need to do it that often. It's going to take a long time before you actually lose any juice in the battery. So then that pops out. Just hang on to that for when you get new code and charging. And then the wires, there's a lot of room back here for the wires to get stuffed into. You just want to make sure that you leave where all the screws are going to go through, just leave those areas clear. And should be able to tuck them away just enough so that, yes, if you can press this flat, then you're good, and you can go ahead and secure the screws. And probably don't have to do them all the way. Just enough. There is a bolt back there, so these are actually threading into something. They're not just like cutting through plastic. It's there. It's on there. And then the other important thing is the retention screw for the blade. So this is just a little smaller screw. Right now it's out of the way, so if I like feel down in there, it's not obstructing the area for the blade. So for connecting the blade, it's actually just a contact connection to complete the circuit. So you want to make sure that there's a little spot where it gets stuck. So right there, it's not all the way there yet, but if I keep pushing just a little bit, you'll kind of feel it on the springs. So there are some springs that it's going to touch. Now, if before you tighten this screw, if you just want to check that it's there, go ahead and power it on, and then there we go. So we see that it's connected. We'll go ahead and tighten this screw. And what this does, it presses onto the blade so that if you're swinging it around or just carrying it around, you don't have to worry about that blade popping out. And even without this, it is pretty snug, but this just ensures that it's really gonna stay in there for you. Okay, so then when you turn it on, you'll see that it kind of starts white, but then it becomes the yellow color. And then we have some swinging. There's your swinging sound, and then you also have a hit sound. And then turning it off. There you go. And then just power it off. So that's pretty much all there is to it. You won't have to worry about anything else. As for the finish of the paint, it's all protected with a clear coat, but still be careful. Like if you try to scratch it with your nails or with a tool or something, it probably would chip up. So just be gentle with it. Otherwise, it's okay for you to touch. So I think that's everything for this. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to make this. It's really cool. I'm probably going to make another one just for myself because it's such a big improvement from where I started. So if you have any other questions, you can always let me know, and thanks again.